All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the man who taught me this truth. I would like to say shalom to Yakim, man, you feel Akwath, you men, women, and little ones that believe on the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. It's your brother Micah Allah coming at you with another lesson. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, Shai, Lord willing to edify. And the title of this lesson is simply You Can't Hide. And what I want to focus on is just the fact on how this man is being exposed through the spirit of the Lord, through the mouth of the prophets, starting with our apostles and elders on down. And how you Edomites can no longer hide, your nationality. You can't hide your characteristics. You can't hide your history. The Lord has allowed truth to go forth in these last days. And that truth is only found in the scriptures. You see? And we're seeing the Lord expose our enemy right before our very eyes. We're living in the fall of our enemies. We're witnessing, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're witnessing our enemy, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and the so-called white woman's downfall, man. And the Lord is showing us that he's our enemy. He's exposing how diabolical and stupid and disgusting these people really is. But they try to play like they so holy. They so upright. They so fucking smart with all this IQ talk and shit. But here it is, you got these Epstein files that has been revealed. And these are diabolical people, where these people literally sit up here and, do heinous things like torture kids, sex trafficking, literally eat people, cannibalism, and they get off on this. And information is coming out on how, Trump, it's videos out here and pictures of Trump and Epstein together, And in this video right here that I got queued up, the Rothschilds are being spoken about. And these are the main family, that's one of the main families that run this system. You see? That controls the money system, that controls everything. Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, it's a whole line of families that actually call the shots behind the scenes. It's not your President Trump, because he's bought and paid for by these certain families, and he's only a puppet. You see? He has to answer to these people. But one thing, I wanted to point out was the fact that it's becoming, common knowledge now of who these people actually are. It's no longer a secret. You're no longer being called a conspiracy theorist. You're no longer looked at as crazy as you would be 5 years ago for bringing these certain names to the forefront, or our apostles and elders. They've been speaking about this for over 40 years, man. 30 years. Been exposing these men in these different families. Been telling you the type of things that these people do behind closed doors, man. But now it's being put on the forefront, and it's going to be more exposing upon these people in the last days. And it all goes back to Yahweh Shemal Washai. You see? Well, let's get straight into it.
Represent the Rothschilds. As you probably know, he says, I represent the Rothschilds. Well, in the new Epstein files, Epstein himself claims to represent the Rothschilds. And the pedophile sex offender also treated the 2014 CIA-backed coup in Kiev, Ukraine as a lucrative business opportunity, according to the newly released Epstein documents. Here is that email to Peter Thiel of Palantir. He says, certainly not in Saudi. Just think I will avoid the Middle East for the next decade or so. Should be back on the East Coast in late April or May, sometime in New York City on an island, on the island then. As you probably know, he says, I represent the Rothschilds. I was hoping to figure out a way for the bank that has 160 billion in it. Management can do something in tech. Best clients in the world, prehistoric products, et cetera, et cetera. So he really laying it on thick for Peter Thiel. Most of us understand the Rothschilds represent a secret underground group of puppet masters bending international finance to their benefit for hundreds of years. But what are they really, and what is Epstein's connection here? Mel K from the Mel K Show joins us right now. She's been tracking all of this, and she's been tracking this for years. And you must feel a little vindicated, Mel, seeing this in print inside of these documents.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I hope that the American people are having their eyes open to the idea that a supranational international banking cartel has been running our country and, frankly, the world since World War II, and that the American taxpayer have essentially been paying for all of this. And what I see when I see all of these documents is, again, a very small club. It seems to be generational wealth.
Exactly. And these things were once secrets, you see? Knowing the names, being able to put names to faces, these were once secrets, because the way that these certain elite families operate, they operate off of secrecy, you know? And guess what? That goes back to Bible prophecy, pursuing the Revelations, the 20th chapter, you know? And how he'll deceive the nations for a little season, roughly paraphrasing. So he'll set up certain people like Trump, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, make you Elon Musk, make you think that these are the most richest people on the earth, and make you think that they're are the ones calling the shots, but they not running nothing, you know. But that's all a part of Esau's deception, because the real ones that the apostles often speak about, they don't want to be known about. You see? They thrive off of secrecy, but the Lord, by the way of this truth, is shedding that light upon these devils and is exposing them. You see? But let's get right here. I might not pull up, but let's play this.
There are land papers.
I had another one. Hold on, let me try to pull that other one up.